So first I start by mapping out my design. I'm using the NYC pencil in white just to map it out. It's easy to rub off and cover up, so it's better than using like white paint. It's easier and it's really inexpensive. It's like $2 or $3 at Target. Then I'm going to apply liquid latex on top of where I have my marks for my design. You want to use a Q-tip, never use a brush. It'll ruin your brushes, and it doesn't smell too good, so it makes my eyes water. That's why I keep making weird faces. Do not get it on any hair on your face, like if you have a mustache or beard, if you're a dude, or if you have I'd assume you have eyebrows. Don't get it on any facial hair. It hurts. Next, you're going to peel really, really thin strips of cotton from a cotton ball and apply it on top of the liquid latex. And just keep applying and keep applying. The liquid latex should be sort of dry, but still really tacky. Then I applied a second layer of liquid latex on top of the cotton ball and around the cotton ball to let it blend into my actual skin. And you want to make it super shaped into the form you want it to. So in my case, I'm doing an upside down cross, so I'm just continuously shaping it into that form. And it really does not have to be perfect because you're going to go over it with probably more liquid latex if you want it to be thick, or cotton, or foundation eventually, and paint. And in my case, I want it to look like peeled skin, so I kind of mess with the edges a little bit. But next, I'm using my foundation on top of the liquid latex, and I get it really thick so it looks like it's blended as part of my skin, like my skin has been ripped from my face to look like this creepy upside down cross. And I'm using Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse in Porcelain Ivory with my beauty blender. Next, I'll take my Mayron Paradise AQ paints in black and really thin brush and go in along the inside. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just to give it the depth on the inside to make it look like it's really torn. You want to start dark on the outside and work your way in with lighter colors. And you can see how I peeled up the liquid latex and cotton on the inside. Then I take a bigger brush and a little bit of water on it because it's a water activated paint, and just spread out the black a little bit more, give it some more depth. Getting underneath the liquid latex and the cotton a bit. Oops, I was not picking my nose, by the way. I was fixing my septum, just so you know. Next, I use brown and red Mayron paint to kind of look like a wound, and I did not like that, so I'm going over it with white because I'm going to create like a skull effect underneath to look like my face has been ripped completely off because I'm, crazy person, and it's Halloween, so why not? And then I'm just adding white on top. And that's the same Mayron Paradise AQ paints. And I'm only going to put it where a skull would be showing. So forehead, chin, teeth. And then I'm just going in and smudging some black paint along the outside to look like I have the cheek indents with black. Next, I take my really fine brush again and go in and draw on some type of skeleton looking nose. Doesn't matter, however you want to make it look. if you smudge or mess up, all you gotta do is go back over it with the white a couple times and that should help. Next, I draw my little lines for my teeth. They're not perfect, but it really doesn't matter. You're going to be adding shading and blood, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Draw the inside line on the underneath of my top lip and the top of my bottom lip and extend it out like a Chelsea grin. Match up my lines from top to bottom. And you can do a skull however you want. This is just how I am accustomed to doing it. Once again, it's not perfect by any means. It's hard to do when you don't have a mirror. I was literally looking into my phone's front-facing camera and it was pretty difficult. And then I draw little lines extending, just looking like the teeth are going in into the bone. Now I'm just kind of going in, smudging it up, fixing it a bit. Now I'm going in, making a couple cracks in the skull itself. You don't have to do this. It's just something I always like to do to add a little bit of detail, because a little bit always makes a difference. And I didn't show it, but I went in with some black eyeshadow and just shaded around certain areas to give it some more depth. But I'm going in with the Ben Nye scab blood and just going around the edges to give it more of a gory look. I love the Ben Nye scab blood. It looks so real. And then I took this vampire blood I got from a Walmart for a couple dollars last Halloween. You can find it pretty much anywhere. And here's the end result.